Hey guys, good morning. It's your girl SeekretD with Monday's Strawberry Letter Response. So this lady writes in, she's been married for 3 years. She says she works from home, but she travels for work. She said that if it's a close distance, she'll drive. And so that's what she did on this particular time. She said that the place was in Austin. I'm assuming that she doesn't live too far. She says she drove down with her 2 male co-workers, Don and something else, right? So she said she didn't tell her husband because she wanted to make it seem like she went into the office and they just hopped in her car. I guess that can't happen. So she said they drove and her husband called as soon as they got to the hotel. So her plan kind of sort of worked. She said that the boys came out, the guys came out, took the bags inside, and she stayed in the car to speak to her husband. She said it started raining, so she hung up with her husband quickly to run into the hotel. She said when she got into the hotel, English. She said she got into the hotel. She said she got into the hotel, checked in, and went up to her room. She said when she got into her room, Don was already there with her bags. He took her bags up to the room, and that was that. So she said that, hold on. All right, sorry, they checking IDs and stuff now again at work. They just restarted this because the semester's about to be over. I guess safety first. Anyway, so okay, so she got to her room. Don was up there. He took her bags up there. She said that she mistakenly butt dialed her husband. So now when she gets to the room, her husband hears her conversation with Don. So Don and her are talking about the drive over, how she drive crazy, how the other dude was nervous and holding on for dear life. And they laughed and they made some jokes for a little while. And then she said, Don came in for the hug. He said, she said, he took his hands, cupped them under her butt, and pulled her in and kissed her. And when he kissed her, he kissed the soul out of her. Okay, do y'all know what kind of kissing he did? So he kissed her, sucked the soul out of her with that kiss, with the hands on the booty and everything. And she said that he just walked out without saying anything. He didn't say nothing. He walked out, closed the door, and that was just like the So she said by then her husband had hung up and he called her back. So her husband called her back to tell her that he knows that she had the 2 men in her car. He said that he heard the conversation between her and Don, and he said he was more upset at the fact that the man was in her room, not so much about the car ride that she neglected to tell him about. He said he heard the whole conversation, the laughs, the jokes, whatever. But he was curious as to what that pause was, when the kiss was happening. So she said she wants to know if she should come clean or continue acting stupid. So I don't know, because you doing some bullshit, okay? First of all, lie. Okay, at this point, just lie. You've been lying. You seem like a little liar. You didn't tell him about the dudes in your car. You didn't tell him about, the plan you made in advance, because clearly these men didn't just hop up in your car. It was a plan. But whatever. Just lie. Because what are you going to say? You're going to say, oh, he kissed me. He kissed me, but then you didn't have any type of, negative reaction to this kiss. So he's gonna feel like it happened before. He gonna feel like this ain't the first time that this man kissed you, because you was silent. After he did it, you didn't say what the fuck. You didn't say nothing that would give him an indication that it wasn't wanted, and nothing that would give him the indication that you were surprised, which I'm sure you were surprised, but you didn't do anything that would make him be like, yeah, what happened? I heard silence and then I heard you cursing him out. No, because you was over here acting like you ain't never been kissed. You got a whole husband at home acting like you just been in the street not being kissed. Stop it. You go. So, listen. I don't think you should tell the truth. And I don't lie personally, but I don't do stupid shit like that, what you did. So, honestly speaking, just lie. Because there's no way to say, oh yeah, he kissed me and I didn't want it, so this happened. He kissed you and you was dead silent. So there was no indication that you didn't want to be kissed. There was no indication that you had a negative emotion, because you didn't. And it's just funky. And then the question would be like, oh, well, if I didn't hear it, would you have told me? Like, that opens the door to a whole lot of shit. Just tell him that you and dude was talking. He left. And he left your door open. And the pause that he heard was you leaving the door. And then you just happened to go close it. And that's what he heard. That's it. That's what's the pause. Oh, it took you a minute. You was getting yourself settled. So it took you a minute to close the door. That's it. He wasn't talking. It's not like he kissed you and said, okay, how you like that? Or some shit like that. So it's really nothing to tell. It's nothing to tell. So just lie, girl, lie. Because there ain't no way out of it. If you tell the truth, then it's gonna be like, oh, if I didn't hear you, would you have told me? Is this the first time? Then he ain't gonna want you working with him. You just gotta lie. You gotta lie and just make sure this shit don't happen again. And don't go fucking on Dawn because he kissed the soul out of you or whatever you said. Don't do that. I know how y'all do. Don't do that. Anyway, let me get out this car. I'm at work early. Trying to get out of work early. So we'll see how that plan goes. All right, y'all. Bye.